Welcome to the Huntsman Center. I'm Dave Harrison with KSL Sports Rewind, broadcast of this quarterfinal basketball game, 6A girls between four-time defending state champion Lone Peak Knights and the Mountain Ridge Sentinels. Lone Peak comes in as a 5 seed. Mountain Ridge comes in as a 4 seed. Mountain Ridge at 17-7, coached by Matt Montgomery. Lone Peak comes in 14-10, although they did go 7-1 in Region 3. And they're the 5 seed. They beat Lehigh 50-46 to get here. And Mountain Ridge blew out Weber 73-43. So getting set to jump center, Josephine Lombardi and Holdcraft. Maddie Pope up top. Falau goes left side, Peyton Warner. Fantastic guard. We'll switch defense by Mountain Ridge. And Holdcraft unable to convert on the drive. Mountain Ridge pushes front court. Jada Jangard has the ball knocked away from her. Jada, number 3, 5'8" senior for Mountain Ridge. Averages 8 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, and 5 steals. She's number 1 in the state in steals and number 3 in assists. So Mountain Ridge inbounds it. Kaylin Keel to Montgomery. Kaylin Montgomery has the shot knocked away by Falau. She goes up to Keel. They swing it around. Lombardi. Right side Maynard. Jessica Maynard swings it into the corner. Keel drives and dribbles off her foot out of bounds. And strong defense by the defending state champs. Labe Holdcraft, number 21, one of the top rebounders in 6A this year. Averages 7 points and 8 rebounds, a 5'10" senior. Looking to complete a sweep in her career. So Maddie Pope for deep. She goes glass, no good. Rebound tipped out. Falau. She'll drive, kick, corner. Toddy Harness for 3 off the front of the iron. And the rebound knocked down. On the floor, good hustle by Lave. She leaves it left side. Maddie Pope. Shot no good. Rebound. Holdcraft again. And she's a beast on the boards. Lave Holdcraft, number 21. 5th in 6A in rebounds. But when a game is on the line, Lave somehow comes up with the big rebounds. So she holds up top, drives. Kicks to the corner to Falau. Up to Pope. Back to Lave. Peyton for 3. Shot off the iron, no good. Rebound, Lombardi. And Mountain Ridge. We're scoreless. 6.5 minutes left here in this first quarter. Kaylee Montgomery drives. Shot off glass, no good. Rebound fought for. Lombardi's got it. Kicks it right side. Jangard. Swings it around. Shot no good. Rebound. Falau. Hooney pushes. All the way down court. She's got Toddy Harness. She's unable to convert. So still scoreless here in this first quarter. 4-seeded Mountain Ridge against the 5-seed Lone Peak Knights. Keel with the ball up top to Jada Jangard. Jangard dribbles. They look down low, can't find anybody. Keel with 8 on the shot. Jessica Maynard turns in. She puts a shot off the glass, no good. She gets her own rebound, no good. Lave Holdcraft fights for the rebound. She's got it. She pulls it away. And Peyton Warner. Still scoreless, Lone Peak. Warner tries to get to the basket and loses the ball out of bounds. Good defense that time by Josephine Lombardi, the 6'2" junior center for Mountain Ridge. Kayla Montgomery, one of the top shooters in the state. She's hit 39 three-pointers. Now she drives all the way to the basket. Left-hand scoop. Shot good. And scoring is underway. Mountain Ridge on top, 2-zip. Maddie Pope, she'll step back for 3. Shot no good. Rebound Maynard. Left side to Montgomery. Kaylee averages 13 points, 3 steals, and 4 rebounds. Nice pass. Left side, Lombardi for 3. No. Lave with a rebound to Falau. Lone Peak pushes. Falau all the way to the basket. Shot off glass, no good. She taps out the rebound. Toddy Harness to Lave Holdcraft. Back to Toddy. Toddy averages 6 points, 3 rebounds. Over to Peyton Warner. Peyton averaging 11 points a game. Left-hander at the elbow. Pulls it down. Holdcraft has it knocked away out of bounds, and Lone Peak will get the ball back with 15 seconds on the shot clock. Down 2. Mountain Ridge up 2-zip. Warner inbounds to Falau. He looks to Coach Nancy Warner. Gets a play. Peyton Warner. She drives all the way to the basket, off glass. Good. And we're tied at 2. Peyton Warner, the 5'9" freshman. So Kayla Montgomery has the ball slip out of her hands, and a foul call, looks like, against Lone Peak. Tab Bank, home of the Tab Spend Rewards checking account with 2.7% annual percentage yield on your account balance and 1% cash back on eligible purchases. Tab responsibly. Visit tabbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC. Montgomery knocks down the first. I have to say, I appreciate the girls who put their hair in a French braid so I can see their numbers. Way easier that way. And Kayla Montgomery knocks down the second free throw and gives Mount Ridge a 4-2 lead. Pressure in the front court, Holdcraft, and there things are getting a little bit physical down there. Good defense by Mountain Ridge. A little bit of contact, and Mountain Ridge subs in Sadie Madsen. She's a 5'7" junior, averages 4 points a night. Falau, 18-foot shot, no. Rebound, Jada Jangard. And Montgomery into the front court. Looks to drive, hits the back cut, Madsen, and she drops it out of bounds right off her forehead. So Toddy Harness back into the ball game. Hooney Falau, she'll take a rest. 3:23 left here in this first quarter. And Mountain Ridge up 4-2. These two teams played on December 2nd. And Lone Peak came up with a 48-47 win over Mountain Ridge. So second time they've met this season. And as we've expected, I think it'll be a close game. And the winner of this game will go on to meet Westlake, who just took care of business right before that. So on the inbounds insert pass, a foul. Peyton Warner picks up a foul. Her first second team foul on the Knights. Ball inbounded. Jessica Maynard. The back cut pass to Montgomery's picked off. Charlie Warner into the ball game. She gets a steal right off the bat. Peyton Warner to Charlie. Charlie drives in. Ball's knocked away. Jada Jangard with good defense. Montgomery crosses over, spins one off the glass, and a foul on Toddy Harness. So fairly physical first quarter here between these two teams. So Kaylee Montgomery, again, averages 13 points a night. The 5'10" junior at the free throw line for Mountain Ridge. she converts. A little bit of a low-scoring start here to this ball game. Maybe some jitters getting up here to the U. Second free throw, no good. Mountain Ridge gets the rebound, and Jada Jangard handles up front. She drives in, spins in, she's open. Shot short, she gets her own rebound, puts it on the floor, misses a putback, and a foul as Holdcraft comes out of there with the ball. And Jessica Maynard, 6-foot senior center for Mountain Ridge, she's going to pick up the foul. It's a third team foul on Mountain Ridge. So Lone Peak's had a couple of open shots. Maddie Pope's had a couple of open looks from three, just unable to convert early on here. Little pressure in the front court. Ooh, nice move. Left-hand layup by Peyton. Just crossed her over, got to the basket, laid it up easy. So Montgomery holds up top. She goes left side, Jangard. Down low. And we've got a foul on Harness reaching in. Jessica Maynard made a really strong move to the basket. So we see her Peyton here with a nice crossover left-hand layup. So Mountain Ridge, Lone Peak now with 4 fouls. So the last couple of minutes of the ball game, or of this first quarter, Sentinels will be shooting free throws. So Portia Bogus in for Lone Peak. Maynard goes to the floor. And they inbound it to Montgomery. She gets a pick. She'll pull from 3. Shot good. Boy, she caught that in rhythm. Crossed her over. And that shot looked good from the time it left her hand. So Lone Peak down 8-4. Mooney Falau keeps the dribble alive, tries to get it to Pope. Knocked away. Peyton Warner tracks it down. 15 on the shot. She works, looks for a pick, gets to the baseline, turns. Shot no good. Rebound, Portia with a rebound. She's got it, and it's knocked away. Looks like we're going to get another jump ball. Possession arrow goes to Mountain Ridge. So 1:24 left here in this first quarter. Sadie Matson inbounds. So a little half-court pressure now, and Montgomery dribbles right through it. Ball swatted away by Portia Bogus. Really good job recovering. Montgomery, really quick first step, gets right past her defender. Portia comes from nowhere, swats it out of bounds. Good play defensively there for Lone Peak. Jangard inbounds up top. Madsen holds. Dribbles the top of the key. Into the corner now. Montgomery for 3, and she's fouled by Portia Bogus. Kind of an unnecessary foul there. Coach Nancy Warner coaching her up, letting her know. But Mountain Ridge has opened up a 4-point lead. Kayla Montgomery goes to the free throw line. While we all love spending time supporting our high school teams, Waddups Insurance Agency is the team that will support and help protect you. Whether it's your business, home, rental, properties, cars, or recreational vehicles, Waddups Insurance Agency is the local insurance pro you can count on. Call or text us at 801-683-3663 to evaluate your insurance program. So Montgomery hits first 2 of 3 free throws. And Mountain Ridge with their biggest lead of the night. And Montgomery tries to extend that. Free throw good. So Lone Peak finds himself down 11-4 with 1:04 left here in this first quarter. Falau looks for the back cutting Pope, throws it over her head out of bounds. It was a good idea. Execution wasn't there, and Coach Nancy Warner is going to take a 30-second timeout with just under a minute left here in the first quarter. 11-4 is our score. We'll be back after this. four-time state champion Lone Peak Knights find themselves down 11-4. Coach Warner calls a quick timeout. We try and finish this quarter off strong, as Mountain Ridge has really done a nice job defensively, limiting open shots for Lone Peak, and they've gotten to the free throw line and knocked down some shots. So Kayla Montgomery leading the way for Mountain Ridge. So just 55 seconds left here in this first quarter. Kayla Montgomery handles for the Sentinels. Looks for a pick from Maynard. She picks her dribble up. Madsen with a nice move to the basket, and she scores off glass. Sadie Madsen, 5'7" junior. So 25 seconds left here in this first quarter. 13-4 Mountain Ridge with a 9-point lead. Falau and the Knights with the ball. 15 on the shot. In the corner, Holdcraft drives. She'll shoot. Shot no good. Rebound Montgomery, 10. Montgomery across midcourt. Down to 5. She's at the top of the free throw line. Spins at the elbow. Leans in with the right hand. Shot no good. And rebound down to Holdcraft. And Mountain Ridge with a 13-4 lead at the end of the first quarter. We'll be back with a second after this. Welcome back to the Huntsman Center. I'm Dave Harrison with the KSL Sports Rewind. Broadcast of tonight's game between Mountain Ridge and Lone Peak. The quarterfinals, down to the final 8 for the 6A girls tournament. And the defending 4-time state champ Lone Peak Knights find themselves down 9 at the end of the first quarter, only able to score 4 points there in the opening stanza. So Lone Peak with the ball to start out. They go to Peyton. She tries to get to Holdcraft, cutting to the basket, and unable to handle the pass. So turnover to start the second quarter for Lone Peak. And Mountain Ridge, chance to push this lead to double digits. Maddie Pope with a nice job defensively, and she comes up with the ball, and we're going to get another jump ball. So Mountain Ridge retains possession. Sadie Madsen looks to inbound. She goes up top to Jangard. She goes to Montgomery. Nice dribbling in the lane. Ball's knocked away. Toddy Harness comes up with it at the free throw line, and jump ball this time goes to Lone Peak. So neither team yet to score here early in the second quarter. So Toddy Harness inbounds. She's already got 2 fouls early here in this ball game. Full out of Harness. Harness to Warner. A little motion behind the back dribble. Slick. And the ball's knocked away from behind, and a foul. Smooth move that time by Peyton. Goes behind the back. Got to the basket, but a foul. So first team foul on Mountain Ridge here in this second quarter. Falau inbounds to Holdcraft. She almost falls out of bounds. Saves it to Toddy Harness. Harness to Peyton. Peyton drives, hangs, shoots. Shot off the back of the iron, and it drops through. So Peyton Warner needs to get hot for Lone Peak. Couple of nice drives. She's already got 4 points. And she's been the leading scorer after Kennedy Woolston went out injured in December. So Jangard holds, picked up by Warner, comes around a pick, floats into the lane, misses, but gets her own rebound, puts it up, and Holdcraft comes down with the rebound, and once again, jump ball. So Jada Jangard and Labe Holdcraft battling for that ball, and now Mountain Ridge retains possession. Charlie Warner checks in. Huni Falau takes a seat for Lone Peak. Ball's inbounded. Maynard goes down low, Jangard. Triple team to Sadie Matson, steps through, misses, and a foul. That was a nice move by Sadie Matson. Just kind of dribbled it over the top of the defender, stepped through, unable to convert at the end, but picks up the foul. So first team foul on the Knights here in this second quarter. Sadie Matson with a basket already tonight. Looks for her third point. She gets it. So again, the winner of this game will play Westlake tomorrow at 2 o'clock here at the U. Matson knocks down both. And Mountain Ridge back up to a 9-point lead, the largest of the night. Harness to Peyton. Peyton to Maddie Pope. Little motion offense. Charlie Warner now holds. Lob at Holdcraft. She'll go all the way to the basket. Shot no good, and a foul on Madsen. So Olave takes it strong to the basket. She'll have a chance for a couple of free throws. Madsen picks up her first. And second team foul on Mountain Ridge here in this quarter. So Olave knocks it down. Olave, the 5'10" senior. One of the most rugged rebounders in 6A. Knocks down the free throws. And Lone Peak playing some zone defense. Maynard goes down low. Jangard tries to put it up off glass. She can't convert. And who else? Lava Holcraft rebounds, and a foul as Charlie Warner tries to get into the front court. She looks like she got hit in the face. Her sister comes over and checks on her. Holdcraft comes over and checks on her. So Keel back in, Kaylin Keel, the junior for Mountain Ridge. She averages 8 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. Does a nice job for Mountain Ridge. Kinley Stowell picks up Falau. Falau goes to Maddie. Leaves it for Lave. She drives again. This time she spins into the middle of the lane. Shot off glass, no good. Rebound Keel. And they go to their ball handler, Kaylee Montgomery. She's hit 43s this year. Looks for a pick, can't find it. Harness, good job defensively. Finally, she goes left side. To Keel, to Madsen. Madsen drives, the ball's knocked away from behind, and a late call from the underneath official. Looks like that's gonna go against Charlie Warner. So Peyton back in for Charlie. Peyton and Charlie Warner, daughters of Coach Nancy Warner. One a freshman, one a sophomore. A great inbounds play. Sadie Matson with the assist. And Kayla Kill finishes for Mountain Ridge, and they're back up 9, 17-8 with 4:57 left here in this first quarter. Again, beautiful inbounds play. Lone Peak kind of lost track of her, and Kill scores the basket. So we'll take a break and be back after this. 17-8 over Lone Peak here in this quarterfinal game at the University of Utah. Harness goes to Pope, goes right between her legs, and Montgomery for Mountain Ridge. And they look to push the lead again to double digits. 9 points is their biggest lead. Montgomery picks it up. Maynard up top. Little jab step. Kicks it right side. Hesitation move, Montgomery. Scoop shot, good. And 11 points, biggest lead of the night for the Sentinels. Peyton Warner to Falau. Little motion offense. Toddy Harness has got it now. To Hooney. Hooney turns, tries to get to the lane, can't find anything. Maddie Pope has the ball knocked away from behind, and a foul on McKinley Stowell. So 19-8 our score. Mountain Ridge playing some good basketball tonight. Shout out to their head football coach, Nick Robbins, who is watching the game. Did a fantastic job this year with the football team. So Peyton leaves it to her sister. Charlie puts her shoulder down, skips it left side, Harness for three. She gets it. That's a big shot for Toddy Harness, the 5'7" senior. Zone defense now for the Knights. Ball wide open underneath. Keel unable to convert. Holdcraft, she's got it to the front court. Leaves it right side. Charlie thought about shooting it. Now Holdcraft drives, nice move. Unable to convert. Maynard rebounds. Wide open down low again. Keel and unable to convert. That's twice that they've found her under the basket with no defender, and Lone Peak able to rally to make a stop. So now Peyton Warner. Hesitation move, goes into the lane, bumps into Montgomery, and a foul. So that's a 15 foul on Mountain Ridge. So 2:57 left here in this first half, and Lone Peak will be shooting free throws the rest of the way. So Peyton, a fantastic freshman guard for Lone Peak. Got a great future in front of her. Portia Bogus into the ball game. Lave Holdcraft takes a seat, and Matson takes a breather for Mountain Ridge. She's played really well. So Peyton hits the second, cuts the lead to 7, down from 11 earlier here this quarter. So under 3 minutes now left in the half. Kaylee Montgomery, fantastic junior for the Sentinels. She goes right side, three. Still no good. Rebound on the floor. Maddie Pope and Kaylin Keel go after each other a little bit on the floor. And Lone Peak gets the ball. So a chance to cut this lead down to 5 or 4 for Lone Peak. And they trailed 13-4 at the end of the quarter. So they've been able to score 8 points, and now the ball's stolen away. Great defense by Montgomery. Hesitation move, left hand layup, good. Really under control, nice play. Now Maddie Pope down. She fakes, gets it right side, Charlie. Harness straight away, looks back to Coach Warner. 20 on the shot. Charlie Warner from deep. Rattles out. Good rebound by Mountain Ridge. Stowell, she leaves it to Montgomery. Under 2 minutes. 21-12, Mountain Ridge on top. Playing some good basketball here in this first half. Jangard holds up top. Picked up by Toddy Harness, playing with 2 fouls. Down to 13 on the shot. Up top, Montgomery. Montgomery comes up with it, shoots it over her shoulder, and an offensive foul called on Kaylee Montgomery. So good defense there by Lone Peak. Bogus out of the ball game. Holdcraft back in for Lone Peak. The 134, Lone Peak needs to finish the second quarter strong. See if they can't cut into this Mountain Ridge lead a little bit. Harness crosses over, loses control. And Maynard comes up with it. So Jangard now Looks for a pick up top. He's picked up by Harness. Reverses sides. Stoll drives in. Steps through. Left-hand shot, no good. Rebound, Lave. Holdcraft to Falau. Under a minute now. Falau dribbles it off Mountain Ridge defender's foot and comes back up with it, but Stoll's called with a foul reaching in, and Lone Peak's going to get free throws. So important for the Knights to knock down some free throws here. Cut into this lead a little bit. While we all love spending time supporting our high school teams, Waddup's Insurance Agency is the team that will support and help protect you. Whether it's your business, home, rental properties, cars, or recreational vehicles, Waddup's Insurance Agency is the local insurance pro you can count on. Call or text us at 801-683-3663 to evaluate your insurance program. So Hooney knocks down the first. Portia Bogus comes back in. Toddy Harness with 2 fouls. She'll go back to the bench. Avoid getting her third. And Falau tries for the second. Shot no good. Ball's on the floor, as is Holdcraft. Mountain Ridge comes up with it. Montgomery works against Charlie Warner. They're trying to find Jangard. Get her up top, picked up by Falau. Stowell with the ball, picked up by Portia. 10, down low, Jangard. Maynard, shot good. Really good, did a good job keeping the ball up high, not bringing it down, and finishing strong. So down to 15 in the half. Charlie Warner dribbles up top, picked up by Montgomery. Right side, Maddie Pope, down to 7. She drives, left-hand scoop, good. And Holdcraft picks up a cheap foul with 1.8 seconds left in the half. But just the 13th foul, so Mountain Ridge is going to have to go the length of the court in under 2 seconds. Montgomery won't attempt a shot. So at the end of the first half, Mountain Ridge leads Lone Peak 23-15. We'll be back with the second half after these messages. Back to the Huntsman Center for the second half of tonight's game between Lone Peak and Mountain Ridge. I'm Dave Harrison with the KSL Sports Rewind broadcast of this quarterfinal game. Lone Peak, the 4-time defending state champions, are down to this Mountain Ridge team who's come out and played fantastic defensively. They've done great on the boards, but really the story in the first half, Kaden Montgomery, 4 for 7 from the field, 15 points, and really dominated the ball for the Sentinels. And Peyton Warner, 3 for 5 from the field with 7 points for Lone Peak, and she needs to be the focus offensively. She's looked really good with the ball in her hand. So Maynard for Mountain Ridge leaves it right side. Lombardi back in the ball game. Shot no good. Peyton Warner comes up with a rebound. Lone Peak's got numbers. Good job defensively by Maynard to slow down Peyton. Falau back to Peyton. Nice move. 15-foot jump shot around, no good. Rebound pulled down by Mountain Ridge. And again, Mountain Ridge has done a nice job of limiting Lone Peak to 1 shot. So Lombardi up top. She looks down low to Jangard. Jangard picked up by Falau. To Keel. Out to Kaylee Montgomery. She drives. Left-hand scoop shot. No good. Rebound. Lava Holdcraft. She gives it to Peyton Warner. Just underway here in this third quarter. 23-15. Peyton to Falau. She gets to the free throw line. The ball's knocked away by Jangard. Peyton Warner comes up with it. Swings it left side. Toddy Harness for 3. Nails it. Good start for Lone Peak. 23-18 now with 6.5 here in this half. or in the third quarter. Jangard tries to find some room. Holdcraft slows her down. Now she tries to go down low, Montgomery, and she shoots it off the top of the backboard. Out of bounds, no. And Maddie Pope does a good job that time boxing out, and all Montgomery could do is knock the ball out of bounds. So 23-18 our score. Down to a 5-point lead for Mountain Ridge. Closest Lone Peak's been for a while now. Peyton gets a pick from Holdcraft. Behind the back dribble. Swings it up top. Maddie Pope. This one no good. Rebound Montgomery. She's hounded in the backcourt. Up to Lombardi. She looks. Gets it back to Montgomery. He gets a pick from Maynard. Gets all the way to the glass. Shot blocked. Toddy Harness. Good defense. And it goes off of Montgomery out of bounds. So Lone Peak. Good job defensively to start this second half. And Mountain Ridge brings Sadie Madsen back in. Sadie had a really nice first half. She had 4 points, second leading scorer for Mountain Ridge. So Charlie to Peyton, picked up by Madsen. Maddie Pope unable to get going yet tonight. Peyton Warner, nice crossover move to the basket. Left-hand shot off glass, around and out, but a foul. So Peyton has taken over this ball game here in this third quarter so far. Gotten to the basket a couple of times, a nice pass. Out to Hardis for the three, and she has a chance at the free throw line. She hits. Important for Lone Peak to hit their free throws tonight. Mountain Ridge in that first quarter, or in that first half, 8 of 9 from the free throw line. Lone Peak just 4 of 6, so 4-point difference from the free throw line, and important. Every point counts in these ball games, and Peyton strokes it in. Closest Lone Peak's been since the first quarter, 23-20. Montgomery picked up by Harness to Keel. They work against Lombardi, crosses over the free throw line. She goes down low to Montgomery. Montgomery backs out. Charlie Warner picks her up. Keeps her dribble alive, gets to the free throw line, has no room. Goes down low. Maynard leans in, good shot. Nice drop step move there by Jessica Maynard. And Toddy Harness for the Knights. The swing at left side, Peyton. Peyton drives, strong move. Scoop shot, no. Rebound, lob at Holdcraft. Who else? Holdcraft, 9 rebounds in that first half. She's got 10 now. Crossover dribble, scoop shot, good. She decides to go to the basket. She's tough to stop. And Lone Peak cuts the lead down to 3. Mountain Ridge up 25-22 with 4:07 left here in the third. We'll be back. Coach Nancy Warner has rallied her Knights. And the first half of this third quarter has belonged to Lone Peak as they've cut the lead down to 3, 25-22. They're down 8 at the half, and they were down 9 at the end of the first. So down floor quickly. Maynard gets a shot up for Mountain Ridge, and she's fouled. So good job by Mountain Ridge of breaking that pressure from Lone Peak. The ball didn't hit the ground. 3 quick passes all the way down court, and Maynard picks up the foul. So Jessica knocks it down. She's averaging 16 points and 8 rebounds. She's top 15 on the state in steals. She's 3rd in scoring, 6th in rebounding. She knocks down both free throws. Those are big. And Mountain Ridge back up 5. Under 4 minutes now. here in this third quarter. Holdcraft goes strong. She'll step back. Shot no good. Rebound, Maynard. Leaves it up front. Ball's knocked away. Good defense. Stowell unable to control it. Peyton Warner comes up with it. He looks for some room. Goes to Lava. Holdcraft. She crosses over, gets into the lane. Jump stop, kicks it out, and a foul. She thought she traveled. I think Mountain Ridge thought she traveled, but she's fouled on the pass off. And they're going to say she's fouled on a shot. Now they're talking about it. So Lave's going to get 2. Tab Bank, home of the Tab Spend Rewards checking account with 2.75% annual percentage yield on your account balance and 1% cash back on eligible purchases. Tab responsibly. Visit tabbank.com to learn more. So Lava having herself a game. Second one good. And again, big free throws every time you're at the free throw line in a playoff game. And Lava able to convert. Stowell holds up top for Mountain Ridge. They swing it over to Montgomery. Quick move to the basket. Left-hand layup. No, but a foul. And just decisive movement with the ball. Once she gets the ball, she doesn't hesitate. She doesn't wait around. Really quick first step. She gets to the basket. And she had 15 in that first half. Lone Peak's done a pretty good job slowing her down here in the second half, but Montgomery, quite a player. Knocks down the first. So Huni Falau comes back in. Toddy Harness takes a break. Second free throw perfect. Montgomery, 19. And Mountain Ridge back up 5. Peyton Warner into the front court. Leaves it to Falau. Falau picked up by Montgomery. Get it to Charlie. Charlie Warner, a little motion offense. Gets to the baseline. Swings it back up top to Peyton. She thought about it. Makes a move. Gets to the free throw line. Goes to Maddie Pope. She drives in. Shot blocked and a foul. Jada Jangard's going to pick up a foul. 13th foul on the Sentinels. And Maddie Pope gets to the free throw line. While we all love spending time supporting our high school teams, Waddup's Insurance Agency is the team that will support and help protect you, whether it's your business, home, rental properties, cars, or recreational vehicles. Waddup's Insurance Agency is the local insurance pro you can count on. Call or text us at 801-683-3663 to evaluate your insurance program. Maddie Pope out part of the year with MCL. And she's a big part of this team. Knocks down the second free throw. Back to a 4-point Mountain Ridge lead. 2:45 left here in the third. Lombardi looks for a cutter. Keel pump fakes. Shot. Yes. Really nice move. Got Warner off the ground and able to convert. And a timeout. Coach Nancy Warner with 2.5 minutes left here in this third quarter. Mountain Ridge up 31-25. Dave Harrison with KSL Sports Rewind, broadcast of tonight's quarterfinal game between Mountain Ridge, the 4 seed, and Lone Peak, the 5 seed. Good game so far. Mountain Ridge has been in control really from the beginning. They led 13-4 at the end of the first quarter, and by as many as 12, but Lone Peak's chipped away, and Peyton Warner handles. Gives to Charlie. Charlie drives in. And Montgomery blocks it out of bounds. 19 on the shot. Lone Peak gets the ball under their own basket. And Toddy Harness checks in. Huni Falau. Take a break. Maddie Pope with the inbounds play. Goes all the way to the basket. Shots blocked. Montgomery comes out of the pack with the ball. And the Sentinels have a chance to go back up 8 or 9. Lombardi Holds up top. They go to Kill down low. She works out on Holdcraft. She travels, and they call it. So Holdcraft does a good job of holding her position. She's an intense physical player down low. Already double digits rebounding. And she does a good job. So 2:01 left in the third. Good stop there for Lone Peak. See if they can convert on the offensive end. Man defense by Mountain Ridge. Harness crosses over, gets to the free throw line, gives it to Peyton. She gets it back to Toddy. Toddy drives. Shot off glass, no good. Rebound. Pope and a jump ball. So Keel reaches over, ties up Maddie, and Lone Peak gets the ball out of bounds. 1:41 left here in the third. Lone Peak still trails 31-25. Ball inbounded, Holdcraft clears it back up top. Goes over to Maddie Pope. Peyton Warner behind the back dribble, gets into the lane, leans in, shot good. That's an athlete. Peyton Warner, the freshman, comes through. And Mountain Ridge goes high post. Maynard left side, Stoll up top, Lombardi underneath, wide open, Keel, reverse layup, no good, rebound. She fights for it, she gets it back, puts it up and in. Keel does a really good job there. 1 minute now left in the third. Harness to Peyton Warner. Peyton fakes the drive, leaves it to Maddie Pope, up to Charlie. Charlie fakes, steps back. 15 on the shot. Peyton leans in, shot good. And Peyton started to take over, 33-29, down to 35 left in this quarter. Jessica Maynard goes down low, Keel, ball knocked away. Holdcraft fights, now the ball's picked off. Lave's got it, crosses over, kicks it right side. Warner for three, shot no good, rebound. Pope fights for it, Keel. And things stay physical between these two. So Mountain Ridge with the possession arrow will get the ball with 16 seconds left here in this third quarter, up 33-29. Hooney Falau checks in for Peyton. Peyton will take a break the last 16 seconds of the quarter. Lombardi throws it away. Lave Holdcraft with 10. She drives in. Right-hand floater. Around, no good. Rebound knocked out, controlled by Montgomery, and she's fouled immediately by Lave Holdcraft. Excuse me, by Charlie Warner. So 5 seconds left here in this third quarter. 33-29. Mountain Ridge on top of Lone Peak. Ball inbounded to Lombardi. Montgomery's got it. Ball stolen. Hardest at the buzzer. Shot no good. And that is the end of the third quarter with Mountain Ridge leading 33-29. We'll be back with the fourth quarter after this. Start of the fourth quarter here at the University of Utah. Quarterfinal game between Lone Peak and Mountain Ridge. Lone Peak outscores Mountain Ridge 14-10 there in that third quarter to cut the lead down to 4. So Lone Peak starts with the ball. And again, they're defending state champions. Charlie Warner dribbles hard, gets into the lane, pushes, shoots, shot no good. Rebound, Montgomery. She goes down court. Jessica Maynard. Right side to Jangard. Lone Peak's done a nice job on Jangard and Maynard tonight. But Montgomery's really played well. Now Jada drives in, right hand layup, good. Mountain Ridge draws first blood in the fourth quarter. Charlie Warner crosses over, kicks down to Maddie Pope. She dribbles into the lane, left hand layup off glass, good. That was shifty. 35-31. See if Lone Peak can get a couple of stops here. Montgomery, nice crossover move on Peyton, and she scores. She continues to dominate. Charlie Warner puts her shoulder down, scoops it up, shot, no good. Rebound, Jangard. Montgomery to Jada, picked up by Toddy Harness. 18 on the shot. Mountain Ridge looks to burn some clock. Keita Montgomery up top, picked up by Maddie Pope. Stoll drives, leans in, shot off the side of the iron, no good. Rebound, Peyton, all the way down to Toddy Harness. She'll lay it up and in. Good defensive stop there for Lone Peak. And they're back to within 4. Montgomery, Jangard. Jessica Maynard's pushed by Charlie Warner. And she's called for the foul. First team foul in this fourth quarter. 5:51 left here in the ball game. So Jamie King checks in for the first time tonight alongside Huni Falau. And we've got a timeout on the floor. So with 5:51 left here in the ball game, Mountain Ridge leads 37-33. Welcome back to the Huntsman Center. I'm Dave Harrison with KSL Sports Rewind broadcast of Lone Peak and Mountain Ridge. Mountain Ridge trying to knock off Lone Peak, the 4-time defending state champions. They lead 37-33, 5:51 left. And they have ridden Kaylee Montgomery. She's played fantastic basketball this whole ball game. So Jangard with the ball on the inbound, picked up by Holdcraft. She picks up her dribble. The ball is knocked away, but it looks like a Lone Peak foul. So Toddy Harness picks up her third, and the second team foul on Lone Peak. Mountain Ridge yet to commit a foul here in this fourth quarter. So every possession counts down the stretch here. Ball's inbounded. Jangard in the lane. She holds. She still holds. Gets it to Maynard. She drives in and a travel. So Peyton Warner gets caught in the face with an elbow, but draws the foul. And Lone Peak now with the ball into their own basket. Down 4, 5:36 left, trying to come back. They trailed 13-4 at the end of the first quarter, and they've been fighting uphill the rest of the way. Mountain Ridge has done a good job holding Lone Peak to one shot on offense. Harness to Peyton Warner. Crosses over, gets to the free throw line, elbow. Back cut to Pope. Jump shot, good. Holdcraft with a nice assist. She kicked it over to Maddie. Maddie knocked down the 15-footer. We've got a 2-point ball game. Montgomery, they're trying to go down to Jessica Maynard. Can't fight her. Jangard picks up her dribble. Leaves it to Montgomery. She drives in, and she's fouled by Toddy. Toddy picks up her fourth. So Harness, tough-nosed defender for Lone Peak. Averages 6 points, 3 rebounds. And one of the top possessed girls in the 6A classification. So she goes to the bench. Huni Falau back into the ballgame. A lot of these girls got a ton of experience this year with the injuries that Lone Peak went through all year. So they've been seasoned. See how they perform here in clutch time. Madsen gets it to Jangard. She backs down, turns, shoots, no good. And rebound, Maddie Pope comes out of the pack. It's Peyton Warner. Lone Peak down 2. Warner has the ball stripped away by Jangard to foul. Well, Mountain Ridge got a little bit stagnant offensively. Lone Peak picked it up intensity-wise on the defensive end, and they've got a chance to tie the ball game. First time since early in the first quarter. So Falau leaves it for Peyton. Peyton played really good here in the second half. She's aggressive, steps through, spins it up, and a foul. So second team foul on Mountain Ridge, and she's going to get a chance to tie the ball game from the free throw line. Big time free throws right now. We'll see how Peyton does with the pressure at the free throw line. As a freshman, she hasn't been in this position. She's been around the program for a lot of years with her mom as the head coach. But her first chance to shine. She hits first, cuts the lead to 1. And hits the second. So we're all tied up. 4:23 left here in the fourth quarter. Kaylee Montgomery, superstar for Mountain Ridge. To Maynard to Jangard. She's picked up by Falau. 4:05 left in the ball game. Jangard looks for a pick. Goes down low. Maynard turns in. Right-hand jump hook off glass. No good. Rebound, Maddie Pope. Charlie Warner has the pass knocked away. Maynard to Madsen. Ball stripped. Charlie Warner with the steal. Maddie Pope comes up with it. And Lone Peak for a chance to get the first lead of the night. Uni Falau picked up by Montgomery. Little motion offense. Lobby Holcraft tries to post up. Peyton backs up. 13 on the shot. Crosses over, and another foul. So quickly, Lone Peak draws 3 fouls on Mountain Ridge in the last couple of minutes. And Lone Peak with possession. Fresh shot clock. Ball out of bounds in front of their bench. Charlie Warner set to inbound. Her sister Peyton picked up by Madsen. She trips, almost loses the ball. Falau now is trapped. She goes down low. Holdcraft. Great job catching that pass. Kicks it out. Corner, Pope, drives, layup, good! Lone Peak takes their first lead of the game with 3:05 left. 39-37. Montgomery drives, shoots, shot, count it, and the foul. Ice in her veins. Kaylee Montgomery knew her team needed a basket, got a nice pick, goes all the way to the basket. Charlie Warner picks up the foul. She finishes, and a chance to put Mountain Ridge back on top. Under 3 minutes left here in this quarterfinal ball game. Lone Peak hasn't lost a playoff game in 4 seasons. Shot no good, but Maynard. Now to Montgomery, crossover, left-hand shot off glass, no good. Holdcraft rebounds. 2:45. And we've got a timeout from Lone Peak coach Nancy Warner. So with the game tied, 39-39, we'll be back. Welcome back to the Huntsman Center. 2:44 left here in this fourth quarter. Tie ball game. Lone Peak down to 1 timeout left is all. Mountain Ridge has got 3. Lone Peak has 4 team fouls. Mountain Ridge has 3. So the next foul Lone Peak commits, Mountain Ridge will be shooting free throws. So every possession is huge as we finish out this fourth quarter. Toddy Harness back into the ball game with 4 fouls. She handles, works against the press, gets it to Maddie Pope. She drives baseline. Madsen steals it from behind, and she's fouled. Mountain Ridge shoots free throws. So really good job. Sadie Madsen came down hard, stole the ball from behind, and she gets fouled. So Sadie's going to have a chance to put Mountain Ridge on top. Well, we all love spending time supporting our high school teams. Waddups Insurance Agency is the team that will support and help protect you. Whether it's your business, home, rental properties, cars, or recreational vehicles, Waddups Insurance Agency is the local insurance pro you can count on. Call or text us at 801-683-3663 to evaluate your insurance program. So Sadie Madsen, the second leading scorer for Mountain Ridge tonight, at the free throw line. She hits. Mountain Ridge on top. This would be a huge win for Mountain Ridge if they could knock off the bully in 6A girls basketball. So second free throw no good. Toddy Harness into the front court. 2:24 left in the ball game. Peyton Warner handles, works left side. Motion offense, Maddie Pope. Back to Peyton. Peyton looks to drive, leaves it in the middle. Holdcraft, shot, yes! Great job by Peyton Warner. Dropped it off, and Lave finishes. Down to 2 minutes. Lone Peak on top. Keitha Montgomery works against Charlie. Gets to the baseline. Charlie shuts her down. Jangard holds up top. 18 on the shot. Over to Madsen. Madsen holds, ball's knocked away. Charlie Warner with a steal. 1:40 left. Huge play on defense there by Charlie Warner. And Lone Peak slows it down. Up 1, minute and a half left in the ball game. Motion offense. Holdcraft to Peyton. Peyton Warner to Charlie Warner. To Peyton, down to 12. 7 on the shot. Peyton picks up her dribble. Charlie's got it. She drives. And a foul. No. Well, I thought with that much contact there had to have been a foul, but no. We've got a jump ball, and Mountain Ridge holds defensively. So 1:10 left here in the ball game. Mountain Ridge has a chance to go up on top. And the fantastic Keitha Montgomery led the way tonight for Mountain Ridge. Keel's got it. Over to Madsen. They go down low. Jessica Maynard turns in. Shot good. Madsen the assist. Mountain Ridge back on top. We're under a minute. Lave Holdcraft. Cross midcourt. Left side Pope. Back to Holdcraft. Up top Peyton. 40 seconds. Peyton looks for some room. Left side Charlie Warner down to 15 on the shot. Holdcraft looks for a pick to Charlie. And a timeout with 27 seconds left in the ball game. 11 on the shot. Lone Peak's going to take a timeout. Great play down low. Maynard turns in, lays it up and in, and they give Mountain Ridge the lead, 42-41. We'll take a break and be back for the final 27 seconds after this. 27 seconds left here in the ball game. Lone Peak trails 42-41. They've got the ball. 11 seconds on the shot clock. We'll see what Coach Nancy Warner comes up with out of the timeout. You've got to come up with your best play right now. So Charlie Warner sets to inbound. She gets it to Peyton up top. Zone defense by Mountain Ridge. Peyton drives in, shot blocked, and out of bounds with 6 seconds on the shot. Lone Peak will have it. Now they got to come up with a play. They're out of timeout, so they've got to come up with a play from the sideline with 22 seconds left in the ballgame. And now Mountain Ridge, feels like Mountain Ridge just bailed out Lone Peak because Lone Peak didn't know what they were doing on that offensive set. So Mountain Ridge calls a full timeout with 22 seconds left. We'll take a break and be back after this. So Lone Peak's got the ball out of bounds under their own basket with 6 seconds on the shot clock. Down 1. Trying to stay alive in this 6A state tournament here in the quarterfinal game against Mountain Ridge. They did beat Mountain Ridge back in December, 48-47. So these two teams have already played a tight ball game this year, and they're down to it again. So Lone Peak set to inbound. Trying to get it in. They get it to Peyton in the corner. Up to Lave. She'll shoot a 3. Got it! What a shot! Lave Holdcraft. Mountain Ridge now with 10 into the front court, and they get a timeout with 9.7 seconds left. Mountain Ridge finds himself down 2 after Lave Holdcraft knocks down a huge 3. She was ready. As soon as she got the ball, she knew she was shooting the ball, caught it in rhythm, and knocked it in. And Lone Peak stays alive. 44-42 they lead with 9 seconds left in the ball game. We'll take a quick break and be back. Welcome back to the University of Utah. I'm Dave Harrison with KSL Sports Rewind. We've got a great game to finish the night as Lone Peak, Lave Holdcraft with 15 seconds left, hit a three-pointer to put Lone Peak up 44-42 and keep their quest for 5 intact. So Coach Matt Montgomery from Mountain Ridge has got to come up with his best play now as they inbound the ball right in front of their own bench. Just under 10 seconds left here in the ball game. Jangard will inbound. They're going to try and get the ball to Montgomery. They can't find her. They can't find her. Now they get her. Montgomery crashes. Shot, no good. 5 seconds. 4. They throw it up. Maynard knocks it out of bounds, and Lone Peak has possession with 1.6 seconds left in the ball game. Mountain Ridge just unable to come up with an open look. Coach Montgomery unhappy with the no call. And we'll see. I think it looks like Mountain Ridge is going to call a timeout. So 1.6 seconds left in the ball game, and after trailing the entire ball game, they went down 13-4 at the end of the first quarter, and we're down 8 at the half. Lone Peak has chipped away. Peyton Warner's done a fantastic job distributing the ball and hitting big shots, and then Lave Holdcraft with 16 seconds left, down 1, steps back, knocks down a huge three-point shot, and Lone Peak looks like they're going to hold on. If they can get the ball inbounded with 1.6 seconds left, they should be able to hold on. And Coach Nancy Warner, using her magic, she knows how to win ball games on this floor and does a fantastic job coaching the girls up. Hats off to Coach Montgomery and the Mountain Ridge Sentinels. They've played a fantastic game tonight. They're going to lose Jada Jangard, Jessica Maynard, 2 seniors that have been a major part of their team, but they return some fantastic players as well. Keitha Montgomery especially has been catalyst for them performing well tonight. So Lone Peak set to inbound. They get it into Peyton. Peyton's grabbed immediately by Montgomery, and that's just the 4th team foul on Mountain Ridge, so no free throws. 0.3 seconds left in the ball game, and Lone Peak will just have to inbound it one more time. And with 0.3 seconds left, unless they throw the ball right to Mountain Ridge, then they get an immediate shot up. There's not enough time to even get a bucket. So Lombardi checks in, 6'2" center. She'll guard the inbound pass. And again, Lone Peak, 4-time defending state champs, trying to hold on for their 5th. Or chance of their 5th. And they get the ball inbounded. Lave Holdcraft, the hero tonight. And Lone Peak survives the quarterfinal with a 44-42 win over the Mountain Ridge Sentinels. And again, Coach Nancy Warner, her team came in 14-10. They improved to 15-10. They played a ton of out-of-state quality opponents. And on top of that, a fantastic Region 3 has prepared them really well. They're able to finish a close game at the end. Congratulations to Coach Nancy Warner. Congratulations to Coach Matt Montgomery. A good year for Mountain Ridge. I know they didn't go as far as they had hoped, but a lot of promise in the Sentinel program. So Peyton Warner led the way for Lone Peak tonight. And again, they improve to 15-10. And we're going to try and get Joshua Dodge with Coach Nancy Warner. No, it looks like we're going to actually get Lave Holdcraft. Lave with a fantastic game tonight. She had 9 rebounds in the first half. And decisive with the ball. Whenever she got the ball, she went hard to the basket and did a fantastic job finishing. And at the end, when they needed her most, she stepped back, knocked down the 3. So Joshua will have Lave on.
All right, Vince, you ready? All right, I'm here with the go-ahead shot maker, Lave Holdcraft. Lave, just tell me what's going through your mind right now.
I'm just so happy and proud of my team right now. Like, words cannot describe how happy I am.
And so, as the lane was opening up and you got that shot at the top of the key, taking that shot, like, what's it like to make that shot?
It feels great. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm glad that my teammates trusted me, and that just shows like how much we care about each other. So yeah.
Awesome. Lave, this is like the 3rd time in as many weeks as my team has been able to interview you. Like, you're just a clutch shot maker, and as you take that into the next round, you're playing tomorrow. How are you going to prepare for the quick turnaround?
I think just making sure we stay together and getting stops on defense, because I feel like when we get stops on defense, that's what fuels our offense, and when we push the ball, that's where we're most successful.
Awesome, thank you. Go and celebrate with your team.
Thank you.
But congratulations, Coach.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, what a crazy ending. But...
Definitely. All right, we're ready to go.
Okay.
All right, and I'm here with the head coach, Nancy Warner of the Lone Peak Knights. Coach, what was your message to your team as you drew up that last play?
I mean, just take what the defense is giving you, but we knew we needed to get it into someone who can make a play, and Lave surely is one of those players for us. And they left her open, and she took that shot confidently. She hits those shots, and I'm sure proud of her.
What does it mean to you for your players to come together like this, a young team, albeit an injured team, for them to be able to send you to the semifinals?
It means everything. I mean, this team has been hit with a bunch of adversity this entire season, and I just can't say enough how proud I am of them for sticking together and just focusing on the right things. And it showed their resilience throughout the game of just staying locked into one play at a time and really owning in on their mentality for next play. And you know, it's not pretty sometimes, but they got the job done.
Yeah, you took 2 early timeouts in this game to get your team back into a groove and to get back on defense. What was the key defensively to stop Kaylee Montgomery down the stretch?
We just had a few miscommunications, and so I just had to get them back on track of remembering what game plan was. I think we were forgetting what we were doing game plan wise, and then we just weren't talking. So it was just regrouping them and reminding them of what we were doing, and then making sure that they were executing. So they did it.
Awesome, Coach. So you got a quick turnaround tomorrow and get some rest, and congrats. What time is it exactly? You play at 2 p.m. tomorrow, so congrats, Coach, and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
We'll send it back to you, Dave.
Congratulations to the Lone Peak Lady Knights as they hold on 44-42 quarterfinal win over Mountain Ridge. We'd like to thank Lave Holdcraft and Coach Nancy Warner for their time tonight. And they've got a quick turnaround. They play Westlake tomorrow at 2 o'clock in the semifinal game. So for everybody, KSL Sports Rewind, tonight's final 44-42, Lone Peak wins. We'll see you with a whole slate of games tomorrow. Thanks for joining us.